All right, welcome back to Studio 60. We are live, the Educated Idiots podcast, episode 6. To my left is Dan Hensing, the Eminem of this rap game we call life. And I'm Doug Wilkinson, the mom's spaghetti of his 8-mile dreams. Ooh. Say hello, Dan.
Hello.
All right,
Dan.
Our first segment here is Need to Know, brought to you by Kaufman's Hemorrhoid Cream. You've got the itch, we've got the fix. Kaufman's. Dan, hit me with some knowledge.
Ice is actually frozen water.
That is... Thanks, Mr. Obvious. Yeah. Long-time listener, first-time caller. It is... Wow, I was so unaware of that one.
Kaufman's is proud.
Kaufman's is proud, and they are our unofficial sponsor of this segment. You got the itch, they've got the fix. Kaufman's. All right, pet peeve-wise, I'm up for... Today's is golf-related. Here it is. I can't stand it when someone plays slow. Like... It doesn't have anything to do with whether you're a good golfer, a bad golfer. I've played with people who are awful at golf, but they could play 110 shots faster than somebody who's shooting 72. And I played with guys who shot 72. They hit the ball. This was one of our teachers. He was a golf coach of ours in high school. Like, he would go out at 5:30 in the morning to our 9-hole course. He knew exactly where everything was going. He would hit the shot, pick up his golf. The ball hasn't even landed yet, and he's already walking to his next shot. He could play 9 holes walking in 38 minutes.
Wow.
And shoot 35, 36. I mean, just so playing fast. And so it's like telling stories is a key part of the experience. I think both of us could agree with that. Like, that's a fun part. But don't tell the story when you're standing over your shot and the other 3 people in your foursome are looking at you. Like, take your shot.
Play ready golf. That's what I call it.
The PGA Tour should have like a slogan or something like that, like play fast.
They're starting to
play fast, America.
Oh, you're being the funny.
Dan's looking at me like they have it. They've definitely got this.
What is it? Did they have Arnold Palmer and
yep.
somebody?
Well, they had Rodney Dangerfield before he passed.
Oh, yeah.
So now they've got people kind of impersonating the Rodney Dangerfield to kind of keep it going. But
that's
like
cool.
While we're young, so that is a pretty cool shot. So this
while we're young,
yeah. So, but yeah, play fast, America is one of their slogans. So, along with that, and this goes right to it, like, how many practice strokes does one person need? 1. Yeah, but 5? Yeah, probably don't need that many. Oh, I'm sorry, you've already 3-putted. I don't think you need to look at every single angle here.
I've also noticed that the worse the golfer is, the more they practice swing. Which then, if you think about it, I go out and play a round of golf, I'm going to hit it anywhere from 75 to 80 times. I just know that. That's what my scores are. Now, a bad golfer is going to go out there, which is fine. If you're a bad golfer, we don't care.
No.
You're going to swing the club over 100 times, plus 3 to 4 practice strokes. You're swinging 300 to 400 times. No wonder your arms are tired. No wonder you can't hit the ball.
And at this point, if you have already like 3-putted and you've still got a 12-footer for your 4th putt and your quadruple bogey, well, you could just pick it up or just go play whack and stop thinking that you're Phil Mickelson or Tiger Woods. Like,
try bowling.
Yeah, you're not Phil. You're not Tiger. You might cheat the stock market or on your wife. That doesn't make you either of those people. Too much?
Yeah.
Too soon?
No, I like that.
About right on. All right, so that is my pet peeve for this. Audience feedback-wise, I'm going to throw it to you, Dan. You asked for this in one of the last episodes. And,
okay.
Brandon out there on YouTube heard you. So here it is. He goes, I'm not sure which of you D-bags is which, but you sound old. I'm way funnier. So you've been asking for a heckler. Go for it.
Wow. He called me a dime bag. That's interesting. Well, first off, Brandon, thank you for your... I'm glad that you can actually use a computer and type that in. I appreciate it. And by the way, when I think of Brandon, that's like a power name. That's what a lot of CEOs, executives. Who's running the company? Brandon. That's an adorable name. Good luck with that one.
Yeah. Enjoy life. So thank you, Brandon, for that. I know Dan enjoys those kinds of things. So if you...
I wish this was a dunk tank.
Yeah.
I'd be really good at that.
At the dunk tank game? Are you talking about the carnivals and stuff?
Yeah, you throw like a girl. You just like yell stuff like that.
Oh, like you're sitting in the tank.
Yeah.
I can see you doing well at that.
And, you know, you'd like to see me get wet.
I do enjoy that every night before I close my eyes. All right, we got another one. This one, not from the heckling variety. This is Levi in Cedar Falls.
Hello.
He hit us up at the idiotseducated inbox at gmail.com, and he said, what are your thoughts with the World Cup going on right now? He says, what are your thoughts on flopping in soccer / the World Cup?
I'm not a fan of flopping in any sport, especially soccer, because soccer, they're kind of low to the ground, aren't they?
Well,
So they should be able to have their balance. Like when I think of a soccer player, I think of good balance. So stop flopping.
I think the one thing I appreciate about soccer is that it actually is a pretty big penalty, but like sometimes, like if you sell it to the official, dude, they will bring stretchers out for people.
Oh.
And pull them off in stretchers, and 10 minutes later they're getting subbed back into the game. Now in soccer, like if you get busted for it, they could kick you out of the game. Like if they just, but there's some bad ones out there, and like every sport's got flopping.
Reason number 407 not to watch soccer.
I put one out there on our Facebook newsfeed. It was one that I don't remember where it originally came from, but I put it out there. It's like, if I wanted to watch someone struggle for 90 minutes to score, I'd just take my buddy to a bar. And it's very true. Like, and that's the tough part.
Thanks.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh.
I mean, not you necessarily. You got game. Like I could see that.
Oh
happen.
yeah. 43 and a sleeve of freckles. That's game. What was that pool trick? He can put a pool rack on his head as a hat.
It's got to be better.
Hi, ladies.
If you had Drew with you, who could just pop his shoulder blade out of place, then you'd really be set.
Bringing the chicks.
Bringing the chicks, all 400 pounds of them home. Not that there's anything wrong with that. All right, so thank you, Levi. No, thank you, Brandon. All right, moving on to the news. You got to hit me with some knowledge again, Dan. What you bringing from the news front today?
Kind of sad today. Sorry, but Tony Gwynn died, and I had to bring that up only because I'm an athlete.
I would agree.
Not bad athlete. I'm going to say borderline good.
I'd even go beyond that. I think you're being modest.
Cannot hide me on a baseball field. I'm horrible. I'm awful, awful, awful. I went out for it. I tried to play it. It's America's pastime. Yeah, right, football is. But I'm just saying I tried to play it. Here's the deal. I never really got into watching it that much, but when I did, I watched Tony Gwynn because I thought he's one of the best hitters I've ever seen. And then also he did some commentary, and he seemed very articulate. He seemed very respectful, and it's just sad that he died. There, I said it. So
I agree completely. The coolest thing about watching him is, especially at his passing, they've shown lots of clips and highlights of him. They've shown, like, when he was first breaking in with the Padres, stuck with the Padres, which I think is way respectable, especially with baseball, like guaranteed contracts, free agency. Like, he was through all of that stuff. He grew a huge pot belly. Mm-hmm. Dude could still hit 340. I mean, still just slapping singles. He never was ever hit for power, but it was really, really awesome to watch him. And I'm not a huge baseball fan. I think that's because my parents made me Cub fans growing up, and so I've just got like a long time to live and like not watch them do anything. So yeah, kind of a somber one. Thank you.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, no kidding. There's your sound effects. So, all right, thank you, Dan. As we keep going with these, please again hit us up. We appreciate you listening to episode 6 here of the Educated Idiots podcast.
I love you, Tony Gwynn.
We love you, Tony. Get a hold of us however you feel like you want to. We're going to keep trying to crank them out for you. I'm Doug. That's Dan. Educated Idiots podcast.
Bye-bye.